Alrighty guys, welcome back to part 3 of series 3, where now we're refining a lot more and just looking at the more refined, like very specific details. But if we look at our equity curve so far, we are up, I believe it was 100%, yeah, 100% since last backtest. Most of our money was made in March, break even for the most part. And let's continue with this backtest. Let's keep it going. Got my coffee, and let's see how we do. Okay, gonna do a weekly top down, good, daily, good, 4-hour, good. I remember I potentially tried to trade 4-hour sells in here. Don't do that. Lesson learned. And yeah, it's looking good. Daily 4-hour, let me delete this line. Hourly, good. Huh. Cool. So looking at the hourly, we're probably gonna stage 1 here for a little bit. So I'm gonna give this market time. There we go. Oh, red news, my bad. Red news was at 620. It is 640. So I'm gonna give it until like somewhere around here. There we go. Buy stop over this high or potential buy stop over this high. Let's look at the daily holding, 4-hour holding, hourly holding, 20-minute. I want to look at this particular candle at the time of it playing out, because that is a beautiful entry right there. Yeah, long over this high. Whatever low we get. ATR is 3.16, so I'll probably go with like 1. Oh, well, at the time of the actual candle, I want to see what it was. 3 point, so it's just about 3. Gonna wait for this to close like that, and then we could probably move it a little bit higher and go with like a something like that. Usually I try to guesstimate 0.85% risk. Tapped in, move to break even. Still at break even. Nothing to manage to quite yet, unfortunately. Like, I'll manage to here. Cool. Managed to about here. What time is it? 10 o'clock. Cool. Managing to about here. 15R. Get taken out. Let's go back to the hourly. Hourly still holding. 20-minute. I want to see some sort of stage 1, longer term stage 1. Still needs time. Not valid for me. I could see this falling back down, like so. Now, if we start to build up, this isn't so valid for me, so I'm going to wait for this closure. Potential entry over this high, but this is also valid entry over this high, so we'll see where we close. Yes. This, yeah, rollover though, so not valid, but this would have been your entry over these highs. Gonna give it a 1-hour candle. Oh, where did we jump to? Yeah, gonna give it to like 1700. There we go. Let's look at the 4-hour holding, hourly holding. I need to see the 20-minute crash. Nothing here for me. If you get involved at these points in extended markets, it's just not worth it. So the hourly did start to fall a little. It's catching itself. Hang on. Yeah, this market needs a little bit of time, if anything. So I'm gonna give this market time, unfortunately. Like, this is a phenomenal entry right here, but we are not under my risk assessment. If anything, I want to see it come down a little further. And that's why, guys. Now we can start building up at some point. Hopefully this red news actually helps us like be the catalyst. Sorry about that. So hourly is starting to build out of this range. We are building something nice. 4 hours probably still sustaining. So I'm gonna wait for this candle close and we could get an entry here. That was the close. How far from news? Hour and 20. No, I'm not taking it. Four hours sustaining, hourly building, 20-minute is valid for longs. Even after this high. Oh, rollover is pulling up though, so. This is gold, yeah. That would have been a phenomenal entry, but like I said, rollover was creeping in. Do like this candle. Daily holding, 4 hour holding, hourly is building, 20-minute is building. Yeah, this entry would have been phenomenal. One of these two. Okay. It's a good setup. I want to make sure there's no news on April 1st. Red news at 7:45 and 8. What time is it? Oh yeah, we're being chilling. Yeah, this is the only entry I see right here. Look at the 4 hour holding. Hourly is holding, 20-minute long. Yeah. I need to figure out over which high this was though. Yeah. I mean, it's one of those tight entries, but those for me are the most profitable, so good. We're looking at a 1.13 stop. So we could do like 0.5. Cool. 20-minute. Gonna wait for a build up or validation to take this market long. This is okay over these highs. Let's look at the 4 hour. 4 hour holding. Hourly is questionably holding. Hourly might crash down and then rebuild back up, which is okay. I'm gonna give this candle time to close up. Good entry only over this candle. Like, this was a good setup, but we didn't get tapped in. This is the only other setup I see at April 2nd. Let me make sure there's no news. News at 8 in the morning. So back here. $20 is good, 5 is good. Hopefully that's a 20-minute close. Nope, 20-minute candle hasn't closed yet, so set up over this high. Falls back down. If it's within risk, I'll take it. 1.15, 1.51, my bad. I mean, it technically isn't, but I believe we're within, it might be 30%, so 0.5, 0.15, 0.175, 0.2 over 1.5. Yeah, we're looking at 13%. I think we're just fine taking this entry, actually. So we'll go ahead and take it. To the limit, get tapped in. Did we get tapped in? We did. Move to break even. Got news approaching here. So I'm going to be a little bit more aggressive with my management. Still nothing to manage to. Okay. Take another break even. Okay. Okay. I'll wait for a 20-minute build up. We got red news though, so red news is still far away enough. 4 hours building a little bit weird. Hourly is supporting the move, so potential long over this high. Falls back down. This could have been a potential trade. Now that I'm looking at it, it would have been a break even, but news. So I'm gonna skip until, what was it, 8 to 9? Yeah, we'll skip until 9. Oh, phenomenal entry. Break even trade. I'll wait for a build up. Potential entry over these longs. Let's look at the 4 hour. Hourly supporting 20-minute. I'll consider a long over these highs. It's a very weak market right now. Let's see. 20-minute close right there. Yeah, I'm probably gonna take a loss here. It's April 2nd. Half ATR stop. Move to break even. Guess I didn't take a loss here. I'll review real quick. Another potential entry over this high, but still nothing to manage to for me. Somewhere around here, we can secure at least 4R. Hopefully we survive the move, and we do. That's why I managed to these specific points, you guys. Like, if you would have managed to that low, you would have gotten taken out. And then it probably would have continued without you. So we're up how much ever this is. And so the reason, I remember in the other video, I'll take a quick second to explain this. In part 2 of the series 3, sorry about that. I explained that your results on backtesting are usually going to be inflated, and that's because you're not always on the market. You're going to miss moves, you're going to miss winners, and you're going to miss losers. And so your edge isn't playing out 24/7. Your edge is now only playing out the 5 hours or the 7 hours that you're on the chart every day. And so you can effectively anticipate that your growth is going to slow down by 1/3 or 2/3 in this case. 24 hours in a day, if you're on there, 8 hours a day, your growth is only going to slow down by 2/3, which is, you got to think about it. Because right now we're at a $760,000 account. We started with 300. We doubled the account in, what month are we? March, April? 4 months. And you can anticipate that it's going to take an entire year to get this kind of results on live, if that makes sense. Like, you really have to set the standard quite low for yourself so you're not surprised when your system doesn't perform, or it does, right? Like, look at this kind of delivery I'm getting. This is the first good trade I've had in a hot minute. I wish I should have managed to here. We're up 15. We would have been up 8 now. 3 extra R. Could have managed there, but that's okay. So 15 hour mover. Let's look at the hourly. I need to see the hourly crash here. So a couple things here. We could get another build up. We're kind of at this point in the market. We had our strong pushes up, and we're kind of sidewaysing. Like we even have the same wick and everything. Sidewaysing. You could get another move out of this. Let's look at the 4 hour. Yeah, on the 4 hour, we could definitely get another move. On the 8 hour for sure. On the daily for sure. Ugh, sorry about that. So yeah, this is a valid entry depending on where we close on this candle. Right over these guys. No, we closed up here. So a couple things you can do here is this is still valid, but I can wait for this candle to do something along the lines of this, and then we get another valid entry. Didn't quite get that. So we're still live or active for a trade above this high and these highs. We're looking at a 1 point something stop. Didn't get it. Gonna wait for a new setup. Look at that hourly. Hourly sustaining, 20 minutes sustaining, 5 minute strength. This is a risk entry. More likely than not, we're gonna chop around here for a little bit. Or another thing you can do is wait for a bullish candle for validation. I'm gonna choose to take this risk entry because I'm ballsy. And yeah, still valid. See if it's still valid. No longer valid. At least not under my rules. Now we're valid. Oh, we closed here. Yeah. I like. Let me make sure we're still valid. Questionably valid. If we get a very strong push, then I'll take it. Otherwise, I'm out of this. Nope. Long over this high. If you're a little bit more risk, a little bit more of a risky trader, I know other people trade these entries. I don't. I just like the tighter entries for my personal kind of system. So 3 minute long over this high, or 5 minute long. Yep. Falls back down. Nothing to do. 20 minute. Gonna wait for new stage 1. Potential long over this high didn't get validated. Hourly, gonna wait for new build up. We're getting there. 4 hour probably sustaining the move. 4 hour, yeah, we could get very nice pushes off of here. So unfortunately, hour is still not ready for me. Could start setting up on the 20 now, so any sort of validation. This was an okay long, but the reason I didn't take it is because on the hourly we're too low on the range. Red news, so missed it, unfortunately. Another setup right here, but still within an hour of red news, so more likely than not you're gonna get chopped around. More red news delivery. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hour after news-ish. 10, 11, yeah. So now we're ready for this market. Might just continue. That's okay. Okay, so valid entry over this high. Let's look at the 4 hour. 4 hours good. Hourly is, I would like to see a little bit more sideways on the hourly. I want to see what it looked like at this point in time. Give me just a couple minutes. I have to reply to people. Okay, and hang on. I should probably pause the video, but that's done, so. Okay, hourly is good. I mean, I just want to see this a little bit more sideways. It could go from here. I'll go ahead and take this entry, but it'll be the only entry I take. Whatever, I'm gonna guesstimate like 0.7, a little under like that. Yep. Oh no. Yeah, either way it would have been a loss, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, so this would have been another break-even trade. We have a valid long over these highs, so I'll consider taking a long here. Couple things you could have done here on the 20-minute. Yeah, no, this was valid. There's also a long over this high. That's valid. Get tapped in, get tapped out. Valid long over this high, valid long over this high. Like I said, I want to see that sideways on the hourly. I'll take one more loss in this and then we're done. There we go. Now we're getting that sideways hourly that I was kind of waiting for. Whoa. Rollover? No, not rollover. This looks like on this candle, like I said, don't lie to yourself, just be completely honest. Because I at least go back and look at the hourly. Nope. For hour holding. Hourly is questionable. Okay, we do have red news coming up here. Yeah, this to me wasn't a valid entry. Could have been if we were somewhere around here at the point of entry, but no, we were a little late to the game, and sometimes you're gonna miss those. Valid entry here. I did like this entry a lot. Missed it, but that's okay. Red news, another valid entry right over this high. Good. Good thing we didn't take it. Red news. Right after red news. Give me just 1 second. Okay. Alrighty, guys. Hopefully everything is good. Like I said, I do have to step away here and there for taking care of some things, but good. We're on April 5th. Let me check the news. News at 6:30, and that's it. So yeah, it looks like news caused a spike. So 6:30, exactly an hour after news is where we're at right now. Yeah, so this is a good long. It's very volatile of a market. You had along here, you had along here. We're a little bit extended now, but still good. So we'll see if we get along. It's a very weird entry long here. I mean, we're looking at 6 point something versus 4, so not a valid entry. Let's take a look at the hourly. Valid entry over this high. Just kind of viewing the market right now. We did have this red news here played out. Yeah, I mean, this is one of the more later entries, but still valid. And so what I could do, set up along over here, something along the lines of this, see if we get anything. Nothing. This is the only other entry I see over these highs to this low. 4.12. Let's look at that hourly. 25. I'll take it. We'll do a limit. Probably going to be a loss here. I guess not. Break even at least. Nothing to manage to. Nope, not managing at all. Only management I see is probably to around here. So we'll do like 3.5. Because I could actually see this move actually failing. Actually, no, we have plenty of strength behind this move. Plenty of strength. I want to look at the hourly. Hourly supporting 20-minute. Good long over that high. Yeah, no. If we survive this, we could get a nice little runner. Still got plenty of time before market close, so yeah, if we build up from here, failing a little bit. Let's look at the hourly. Yeah, I don't know, guys. We might just survive this barely. Okay, build up, start building up. Let's look at the hourly. We might survive this, or it might get taken out right away. Actually, there's another entry right over this high. Let me take a look at this a little closer, because I might want to, because I'm completely risk-free on this entry, and so sometimes I'll take 2 entries. So 4 hour is undergoing some sort of stage 1. Hourly is also starting to build up from there. So, wait a minute. I'll take along with my low. So I'll take this, set up some sort of entry. We have quite a big stop here. So what I could do is do closer to like 1. 1 to 0.8. Do like 0.82. So sorry about that. So I'll take a entry here. Probably break even at this point. So now we're in on 2 trades, both at break even. Well, 1 managed, but phenomenal. Nothing to manage to quite yet on this one. We're still at break even. On this move, however, we can manage this trade to right around here, which we're looking at 4.3. Yeah, and then we get another entry over this high. Of course we miss it, but that's okay. And so I'm just gonna leave it at 2 trades for now. Whoa, okay. That was market close. So I should have actually closed right around the high. What time was this? Shouldn't have taken this one. Either way, both trades are successful, right? Probably got slipped on this one quite a bit, but the gains from this other trade took care of it. So we've been recording for half an hour. We'll go for a little longer. Yeah, so we're gonna give this market a couple of hours after open. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Go back. Yes. Like it's kind of hard to make this shit up. Um, so what I'll do is jump up to 4 hour, good, hourly, good, 20-minute. I'm gonna wait for the 20-minute close candle that I was checking out. We're looking at 1900 at on the 7th. Sunday open, it looks like. No news, of course. It is a Sunday. 25, yeah. Like I try not to make this shit up. Like you just can't lie to yourself, right? We're looking at a 3.15 stop. So I'm gonna wait for a new low to be created in here, and then somewhere around here we'll make my stop. Still not. Yeah. So new low. We're looking at a 2.05 stop. So I can actually widen it just slightly to cover that, and then that's your entry. What was it? 2.2 something, I think. 2.05. Yeah. Might have been a little bit wider, I think. Something like that. I think. Yeah. Move to break even. Nothing to manage to. Like even here. I guess we'll manage to here just because I'm not giving up 3R. Managed to potentially here. I mean, that was a giant mover. And so more likely than not, I'd like to see these like come right back down. We're up 6R. We could be up 9-ish. So I'm going to take that risk because if we take a look at the 20 extended hourly, we could still get another good move. But if you compare the size of this move to any other delivery, kind of like this move or this move, we're kind of reaching the pinnacle or the high of what we anticipate for movement. And that's why I get a little bit more aggressive with management, because I want to see this fail down and then give me another setup. Yep. Okay, look at the hourly. Undergoing some sort of stage 1, but that's okay. This gives us another opportunity to capitalize on this market, such as like this. Doesn't give us an entry. I feel an entry coming though. This is setting up quite nice. Phenomenal. Let me make sure there's no red news on the 8th, which should be a Monday, I think. Yeah. Red news, none. Phenomenal. And we're trading gold. Yeah, gold is acting quite nice. I like this. The only low I see would be right here. We're looking at 2.46. So I'm going to wait for another low, something like that. And then we can just move this slightly higher so we don't get wicked in. Let me make sure we're still valid. Still valid if we get a very strong push. Nope. Market falls down. I feel a good entry coming though. Yeah, I mean, if you're like really risky, good entry here, but I probably would never take an entry like that. We're looking at 2.34 stop, which is actually quite big. So I'd do something like this. Hopefully we get a new low. Otherwise, I'm gonna swing it right below the body low. So looks like we do get a new low within risk. Probably gonna be a very quick stop out. Yep. So hopefully this move stops us out, and it doesn't. Maybe. Actually, please. Come on. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, I can just... Actually, no, that wouldn't work. There we go. Tapped out. Hourly. Still building. So what we can do is no other entry was given for to us besides this one. Good. 4 hour good. Hourly is a little weak. I would have wished to see a little bit more strength off this hourly, but we're still building up a very good narrative. I'd be willing to take one more loss right over this high, assuming that's where we close. Nope. Yep, right over these highs. Nope. Right over these highs. Depending on where we close, this would give us another entry somewhere around here. Nope. Looks like on the 8th, we said no news. Good entry over this high, but I'm waiting for this one to potentially... We'll see where this one closes at. Yeah, 2-week even market. Potential entry over this high. Let's look at the 4 hour. Hourly. Yeah, I just want to see more strength out of this hourly. Shaping up nicely. So I'll consider a trade right off of the close of this one. This is okay, but given the choppiness in the market, I'm going to wait for this one to close. Phenomenal. Assuming we close here. Yep, that's our entry. So 5 minute, whatever low we were given, probably not going to be within risk. We're looking at it still within, I think, 10%. 1.97. Yeah, we're still within risk. Just going to be a tighter entry. Get taken out right away. Hourly still holding. So this could give us another entry here. No money in this market right now. Money comes in. I want to see this flatten out though. Like this was a valid entry, but we're just way too high up. Just not for me. Probably would have taken a minor win there though. Potential entry over this long, potential entry over these longs. 4 hour good, hourly good, 20 minute good. Yeah, so there's a valid entry right over this high, assuming that's where we close on the 20. Nope. Hang on. Whoa. Okay, I need to kind of take a step back and reanalyze this market. Yeah, so we have long over this high, long over this high. Whichever one you choose to take. Personal preference. Let me make sure which high this was. Yeah. So you got a couple entries here. You got an entry over this high and an entry over this high. I want to see if we're within risk though. And an entry over this high too. So we got like plenty of confluence. Personal preference, I'm going to take this one. Another entry over this one. Didn't get tapped in, so I'm going to have to replay. Give me just 1 second. Okay, so sorry I had to step away for a second. I'm going to have to leave here in a quick minute, so we'll go ahead and wrap this up, or I'll come back here in a little bit to finish this video up. But hourly is building up nicely, 20 minute. Questionable strength in the 20, but the one thing I don't like about this is this specific candle. I'm going to make sure there's no news on April 9th. No news. Good. So yeah, I'll consider taking a trade here. And 2.13, yeah. Did we get tapped in? No, we didn't. Again? Okay, I'm going to set up a buy stop this time. Okay, something like that. Good. Get buy stopped in. No break even yet. Was that news? Oh no, it was a break even regardless. I'm trying to figure out April 9th. I'm going to double check that, but that was a break even trade. April 9th. Interesting. What time was that at? Let me check. 8:10. There was something at 8:10, which was light news or yellow news, but Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, so we got that break even. Gonna wait for a new 20-minute validation or something to... Lining up okay. 4 hours still solid. So, there we go. Phenomenal. Oh, right before rollover though, so unfortunately can't take it. Okay. Another entry, hopefully, after market open again. Potential entry over this high, probably wouldn't have gotten tapped in. And red news. So we're gonna let this red news play out however it wants to, and we'll wait an hour. So red news was at, so we gotta wait for 2100. There we go. Yeah, so we're good for longs again. Phenomenal. We'll go with a 0.5 stop to cover that. Oh, we'll do a limit. My bad. Okay, where's our entry at? Okay. Yeah, move to break even. Take a break even. Still valid for another long, but kind of just goes without you. Couple things going on here. I could see the sidewaysing on the hourly or building up very, very nicely. I think we're still going to get another good move out of this. So I'll give it time. Nope. Did get that sideways on the hourly. Build up from here now, maybe? Nope. Don't want to touch this market anymore. Got red news, so I'm going to give this market time. Plenty of red news. There we go. So now... Don't quite know if I want to touch this market quite yet. Could still need a little bit more time. I'm going to give this market... We could get a very nice buildup from here. But we're kind of at this point right now in the market. Came down, starting to peak over the MAs. Came down, starting to peak over. So this market needs a little bit of time. I'm going to give it another 4 hour. Okay, now it's getting a lot cleaner. Let's see if we get a setup, and then we'll decide. Nope. Phenomenal. Yeah, the thing that I'm always fearful of or try to stay away from is contexts like these, because more likely than not, they're going to work as invalidations. You know, we have our validations and what I see as invalidations or reasons to stop looking at the market. So now we're getting supply zones put into place, mitigation of those supply zones getting pushed down further. Okay, now we're building up better story. This is the 4 hour though, so I'm gonna give it like on the hourly like that. 4 hours still built. Yeah, this is building up a very nice story. This is something worth following now for me. So I'll step down to the 20. Very wiki, like weird market. Yeah, this market needs time. Oh, played it a little too fast. Okay, so we'll take a peek at this 1 hour. All right, like I said, I do have to head out. 4 hour is holding. I do want to see this hourly strength come in though. So like this is more of a risk entry where your account's probably going to be in a little bit more drawdown to break even. Like long here, how much time after news? 40 minutes. You could, but 4-hour is holding, hourly is holding, 20-minute, yeah. Sideways, this would have been a phenomenal entry. Yeah, and you get that long delivery that we were anticipating all along. It's just, yes. Might be rollover though. No, it's not. Let me take a peek at this entry. We had 2 entries here. Unfortunately, it does skip a little bit. 1, 2. Nope, not valid. 1, 2, valid. Yeah. Hourly did undergo whatever it had to there. Got that sideways, building back up. Yeah, I like this entry. Whatever low we get here, somewhere right about 1.4, 1.5, something like this. Phenomenal. And then I'll just have to replay it. Let me make sure there wasn't red news though on gold on the 11th. Nothing to manage to here yet. Nope. I'm not going to give up 5 to 6R, so I'm going to manage to back here. If it wants to hold the move, then it will. Absorption, I think it's going to fail, but if it builds up, we're going to get a very nice mover. Yep, 7R. Okay, now we can wait. I'm going to take a peek at the hourly though. Yeah. Okay, long over these highs. Phenomenal. $1.8. We can make this like 1 point. Yeah, just about here. Probably gonna be a very, very quick stop out. Or a quick mover. I'm leaning more towards the stop out, yep. Yes, right here. We're looking at, what time is this? On the 12th? Yeah, I have to go get food. I haven't eaten today and it's already 2 p.m. We have news at 8. Yeah, I like this entry. I think it was over this high. Yeah. I got tapped in here. This is a very big SL. We're looking at 2.8, 2.48. So this might be like 30%, 0.4 calc. So it's going to be like 0.37. Let's do 0.37 over the 2.09. Almost within that threshold. I'll take it. Probably going to be a quick stop out. Nothing. Lines up with these highs as well. I could see an entry here, yeah. Right over these highs, ATR low, we're looking at 1.9, so feels back down. News coming up. Okay, I'm gonna wrap this video up. We're at an hour. So yeah, we'll go ahead and stop it here. Let's take a peek at how much growth we've made. We're up 876 on the account, or on the count. Yeah. And we're looking at 192%. So we made another 100% in April. Looking at March 27th, so close to the end. We started with 376, ended with 576. So 200,000 in, I want to say like a month, from the 2nd to the 12th. 10 days, 200 grand. I don't know about you guys, but I'd be very happy with that. Average trade winner is about 4 hours. Average loser is about 21 minutes. And we can run a quick simulation to see what this would look like. We'll do 100 trades. How many trades are we up this challenge? 87. So we'll do like 50 to see what the first couple of months would look like with a statistical simulation, a Monte Carlo. And so you can see general winner. You don't see any equity curve that's going down or in the red. Usually we stay within, like this red curve down here. 1 in 20 different valuations or months, whatever you want to look at it as, is going to be break even for a while, and that's okay. Most of your profit was made in New York, London, Asia, so you probably want to stay in New York and Asia for your most profitable. Like, you kind of want to look at the similar attributes between all these. Biggest win rate is going to be all in New York, Asia, and London. Okay. Max RR is going to be in New York and out of session. Okay, that's kind of good. But that's not very indicative of anything, because in London, I took a lot more trades than in New York. So that could be more break evens and more losses. But your greatest RR was made in New York and out of session. So probably between that weird in between where the markets are closing and opening. And then New York and Asia were your most profitable. So you might want to stick to Asia a little bit and New York. And so, yeah, this is how you build a very awesome equity curve. 50% win rate. If I do this, it's probably going to drop down to like 20 to 30%. Oh, damn. We're actually doing quite well. My other backtest on the previous season or series 2. We did this in like 1 year, 2 years? 1 year, yeah. 2 years, actually. A year and a half. So yeah, we're actually doing very well. I think we have like a 22% win rate, 25. So yeah, important guys. Keep it up. Anyhow, I'll see you next video.